What is AllSides? AllSides assesses the political bias of prominent media outlets and presents different versions of similar news stories from sources of the political right, left, and center. You can access AllSides through their website. You just go to allsides.com, or you can download the mobile app available on iOS and Android. You will need Wi-Fi to update the app content, and when you're looking for the app in the App Store, that's the logo right there for you on the screen. You don't need a subscription to access any of the content, but if you want a weekly news story emailed to you, then you will need to sign up. You'll just go into the app. At the bottom, you'll click on More, and it will bring you to this screen, and then you're going to want to click on Receive Our Newsletter. It'll redirect you to your browser, and then at the top here, you'll click Join, and it'll show you what the different membership options are. You can do a paid membership for extra perks or a free membership just to get the weekly story emailed to you. All right, let's get into the app. When you first open the app, it's going to bring you to the first tab, which you can see here at the bottom is news, and that is the top and most recent news stories. And you can see that for each story, it gives writing from the political right, left, or from the center. And then it also offers a variety of topics from the war in Ukraine to Will Smith and the Oscars. If you click on the bias tab, it'll bring you to this page where you can browse different media outlets and what their political rating is as far as their bias rating. So, how far to the left are they? How far to the right? And maybe they're in the center. So, it'll show you that too. Moving on to the Perspectives tab, this tab aims to provide balanced coverage of today's top news and issues, sometimes highlighting credible views generally overlooked by the broader media. A lot of the stories on here you can find are about media bias, media literacy, filter bubbles, political polarization, and bridging divides. Here you can see if you click on one of the stories, it'll show you at the top there what the political bias is, except for some stories like this one, you'll have to go to the end to find the political bias of the author. The Topics tab is pretty self-explanatory. You can browse hot topics at the top horizontally, or you can browse a variety of other topics vertically. Once you click on a topic, so here I clicked on criminal justice, you can browse different news stories relating to that topic, and you can even filter it from left, center, or right bias. You can share the news stories that you find. You can actually share a whole topic, or you can share individual stories. You just have to look for this icon here at the top right corner of the page. And when you click on that, it'll pop up for you all of the apps you have that you can share the story to, or people specifically that you can message. Some ideas I have for classroom use. I believe this app could be used with grade levels as low as third grade, and then, of course, for any age level above that. One of the ideas I had was for debates. Students are given a topic and asked to construct an argument, taking one side or the other. This app would be a really great resource for students to use to research their given topic and to be able to easily find viewpoints from both sides and from the center so that they can construct their argument as well as prepare for what the other side might rebuttal back with. This app makes it a lot faster for students to research, and it's already organized for them into categories. It's already rated for them, so they really don't have to figure out what the bias is or what the perspective is. They know what they're reading. And then it also allows them to consume a lot more material in a smaller amount of time because they're not spending time looking and researching online or trying to find print sources. That's why I would put this at the substitution and augmentation level, so enhancement level of the SAMR model, because that's all it's really doing. However, as far as Bloom's taxonomy, it's encouraging students to use some higher order thinking there with applying and evaluating. They're really having to apply some of their research skills and their reading skills, and then they're having to evaluate by really looking at the information, looking at different perspectives, and then making their own assumptions, their own opinions, forming their own arguments to be able to defend their position. Another idea I had for classroom use was current events. The first idea is more of a quick daily keeping up with current events, but students would go to the app and they would choose an article with the bias rated in the center, and they can write, video record, maybe even draw a quick comic, however they want to summarize what they have read in the article. And then they could even take it a step further and give their own opinion based on what they have read. The other idea I have could be a larger project in which students choose a story that offers multiple perspectives. So, based upon their reading, they're going to choose a position, and then they get to choose their method of delivering their analysis and their position. So, this is where you could bring in another technology to move the integration up to a higher level on the SAMR model and get students having to apply this critical analysis that they have in creating something totally new, or maybe they're using technology to share their views with other people in their community, maybe other students from across the world. So there are other ways to use this app to allow time to incorporate other technologies for higher integration. This company offers additional resources. If you go to the website in the browser, you can go to the top and click schools, and then right across the top there, it gives you classroom activities, lesson plans, and then a couple other options. I clicked on lesson plans, and once you click a lesson, you can see what the overview is and will give you learning outcomes, and it actually gives you an entire lesson plan. So that is another resource that is provided by this company.